Walking from Exeter to Exmouth has been something I have wanted to do since I first came to the university 3 years ago. It is a 20-kilometer hike, taking you through multiple towns along the estuary of the River Exe. You can see most of the route from the top floor of the physics building at the university, and on most days you can just about make out Exmouth at the end. Today I will finally take on the challenge and go on this small adventure from Exeter to Exmouth. It is a warm and sunny day nearing the end of September, so I started by packing my bag with a hoodie, a couple bowls of water, and the case for my GoPro, and went to knock on my friend Dylan's door, who will be joining me today. We started walking on the road, which already follows the river. It hasn't rained much in the last week, so the river is pretty calm, and soon we'd cross to the other side and continue along.
But yeah, I don't like swimming in the ocean or rivers much.
There were nice views in the sunshine, and soon we were walking through the quay, which neither of us had really explored much before. However, it wouldn't be long until we were leaving the city and walking along the grassy patch between the river and the canal. As we made our way down, we came to a bend in the path, but we wanted to continue on, which would take us through a field where we would pass by some cows. We'd continue on the gravel track, taking in the sun as we went along before making a brief stop at a bench to put on sunscreen and have some water.
I'm gonna have faith in the cat and then wake up tomorrow with a pink face.
We continued on talking about interesting things.
Yeah, I wonder what the hell brought a frog into somebody's back garden.
But soon we could see the buildings which were still part of Exeter, but I assumed we would be part of the next town, Topsham.
So yeah, this is definitely part of Topsham then.
Cool.
We had to cross a bridge to get to them, however, and I wasn't sure if there was a pedestrian path, as it's hard to tell from Google Street View. But as we walked up to it, we knew we were safe to cross.
Fantastic. Yeah, you couldn't see this on the map because on Google Street View you're on over there, so you can't see that there's a path here because you just have the wall.
You just see wall.
Yeah, so yeah, that's good to know though.
As we crossed, we looked back at where we came from and realised what we could just about see in the distance.
You can see the physics building.
Yep.
Once we made it across the bridge, we crossed to the other side of the road, where we wouldn't join the main road quite yet, and instead opt to walk through a peaceful neighbourhood.
Yeah, this is a little bit of like a sketchy road, but it looks really quiet as well, so...
It was a small and twisty road, with what looked to be rather expensive houses.
Like a fast route.
It's pretty cool actually. This looks like a nice place to live, I won't lie.
Yeah.
Probably really expensive though.
So.
We'd be leaving that soon though, and start walking up towards the main road.
Should have gone to Specsavers.
Yeah.
We would cross to the other side and keep going. Exeter ends and Topsham begins when crossing under the M5, which I didn't record, but soon we were finally entering the Topsham town centre.
Yeah, we walked over 5 miles now. It's like 8.3 kilometers now.
Nice.
So we are almost halfway.
Yeah.
It was looking pretty busy, but we found a place to get some lunch, which we took to the quay, where we were able to have a sit down to enjoy our food.
It's quite nice actually. Almost 10k.
Nice. This is what you gotta do, just like a...
Once we've eaten, we got back on our route, and it wasn't long until we were back into the countryside. We crossed underneath the railway bridge and followed a long wooden path.
Looks like an optical illusion when I'm looking at it.
Yeah, I know, it's really trippy. Just wanna... Yeah, sure. It's pretty cool.
Shortly, we were crossing the River Clyst when we saw a train pass. remainder of the walk would mostly take us along the railway, so this won't be the only time we see a train. In fact, another one would pass as I happen to be recording just down the path. We were quite amused.
Follow these timings! No train. Okay.
No train. The moment you stop recording, you...
We were walking up to the village of Exeter when we stumbled upon a trail guide happening to show our entire journey.
Just a map, innit?
This has the whole route. Like we're basically just taking this exact blue line over here,
Yeah.
and that's the train station that we're getting to.
We had to make a short deviation from the railway, as annoyingly, there wasn't any way through what is literally 4 back gardens. Instead, we got to walk through the village and be jealous of the local wealth.
That is... What the fuck? That's gonna be like 2 million, if not more, because of the land.
At least the mill.
Yeah, Mercedes are very popular in Europe.
I don't like Mercs that much, to be honest. They all seem to sit really low down.
We got to the end of the street and started walking back towards the railway, passing a nice looking pub which was calling to us on this hot day.
This looks like a nice pub. Would go on another day. I think. Or maybe that bridge over there. It's hard to tell.
Probably it's the bridge, right?
After getting a little confused about where the path resumed, the wealthiness of this area would show itself to us again before we left.
They just keep on going, these fucking houses, like...
This is probably like a very rich town.
Oh yeah. And then...
However, it wasn't long until we did leave, finding the path and continuing along the railway.
You hope in front of a train. Come on.
There were some gorgeous views of the estuary here.
The nice view of all the...
Looking down at the wooden path kept giving us a weird illusion, but it wasn't caught on camera.
Back up somewhere near Exeter.
We walked past a military training ground and had another train pass us.
That was shit. Yeah, its campus is like 120.
Yeah. Motorcyclists.
The day was getting pretty hot and we were getting pretty tired, so we took a short break on this bench.
Ow. An acorn just fell on my back this time. That old man feel.
As we sat, yet another train would pass.
Yeah, I just saw it. I'm seeing twinkling. It's coming.
However, soon it was time for us to get moving again.
What the heck is that on the bottom? Like a log or something?
I think that is a log, yeah.
Yeah, deck, bridge, thing. Fancy pathway.
After some quiet walking, we were getting close to the next and final village before our destination, Limpstone.
I wonder what the temperature is. It's got to be at least 23. It's 22, okay. Right, yeah, and I think we cross here. Any trains want to come now? No, it doesn't look like it.
We crossed the railway and walked down into the village.
Train!
Really? Wow. Fuck, we just got off of the bridge. Quickly down, run!
Nah, it's stopping over here anyway.
My first GoPro battery finally died at this moment, so I switched it out before we took a look at the little beach.
It's a nice little beach.
Satisfied, we walked on, with the sun beating down on us.
I think that's quite funny.
That is, yeah. Yeah, just walking along this road for a little bit until the end of town. This here is probably the highest elevation we'll be doing, like in one go.
Right.
We walked up a steep hill to leave Limpstone, and were soon amused by this national speed limit sign on this narrow country road. As we continued down the road, we came across a beautiful view of the estuary.
That is nice.
We could also really start to see Exmouth, which we weren't far from now, but it still felt like a long way away. The path continued on, and we saw some interesting artwork on this wall.
And for two, you'll be like, he's swinging around like a monkey.
We continued to get treated to nice views, and soon we approached another wooden path bridge thing, which was giving us that optical illusion as we walked along it.
Another one of these bridges.
Well, the closest houses are getting close now.
Yeah. We do unfortunately need to go all the way to the end there.
Yes, I am.
It wasn't long until we were finally approaching Exmouth.
Caution, road ahead. But yeah, we are now just going to be walking through Exmouth.
Yep.
Some expensive houses again.
Yeah, some new ones. You going now?
Yeah, this just cuts the corner a little bit. Because, yeah. Well, this is actually Exmouth now.
Yeah.
Literally just down this road and we're at the station.
Oh. Oh, we're going to the beach. I'm not coming this way and not going to the beach.
Yeah.
Finally, we got to the train station, but we weren't done quite yet, as our goal now was to get to the beach, so we walked through the bustling town.
So to get to the beach, I think we want to cross here. This is a pretty busy town actually.
It looks there, yeah. And we could touch seawater.
It's like touching grass, but even more rare.
Yeah. The exotic version.
Finally, we were at the beach.
Nice. Well, we've made it.
It was time to go home. As we waited for the train, we had a look at where we came from, and we could just barely make out the physics building, which I doubt was really caught on camera. But finally, after a long hot day, we were on the train back home. Now this is the cringe part of the video, where I say to like and subscribe if you enjoyed, and leave your thoughts in the comments below. I have got a lot planned for this channel, but given it took me forever to get even a single video together, it may take a little while until the next one. In the meantime, I will be looking for other walks I can document in the area, and as I said, I've got many exciting plans, which I can't wait to do. Hope you enjoyed this video, see you next time.